Tiga. Hello, we are from Group 10, consisting me, Alvin and Tristan. Now we're gonna talk about the data security in various industry, which is we talk about the IT consultant industry, banking industry, media, and contractor industry. This video is purposes for the current issue in business management subject for the final exam. Next slide, please. So why we uh, mention about the data security. So data security isn't just a concern for tech wizards or big companies. Data security is a big deal across the board. Whether you are running a small local shop, a media giant, or a major bank, keeping information safe has become a universal priority. As our world becomes more digital and the need to protect sensitive data is more crucial than ever. Next slide, please. So why data security? So in the digital age encourages innovation and creativity as data, the new gold, flows through governments, business, and our pockets. These important resources could be destroyed, altered, or accessed without permission. Data security protects this delicate frontier where modern technology clashes with creativity and evil. So Indonesia, in the meantime, has many data protection laws. The 1945 Indonesian Constitution, for the first time, is proposes to protect citizens' data. Indonesia passed Personal Data Protection Law number 27 of 2022 on December 17, 2022. So regarding with this law, Indonesia just pay attention for the Personal Data Protection Law for since 2022, which is after the big breaches in Tokopedia and BPJS Kesehatan and also e-hack for the passport. So this law covers electronic and non-electronic personal data. Next slide, please. So regarding this report, regarding for this finals exam, we try to interview five person that we know it's credible and professional for this kind of issue. The first is Ian Felix Simanjuntak. He is a junior software engineer at 7 Degrees Indonesia. The second is Mr. Marjuki, the head of IT division for Bank Muamalat Indonesia. The third is David Cristianto. He is a corporate strategy manager for PT Prima Subsea Service. The fourth is M. Fikri Rijalul. He is a former finance officer intern at PT Narasi Media. And lastly, Kesatria Buana, which is he is a software tester at PT Bank CIMB Niaga Terbuka.
Okay, before we talking about the problem and etc., let's let me introduce you the company itself. First, we have 7 Degrees Indonesia. It's a digital innovation studio. 7 Degrees help business expand exponentially to digital transformation. As every organization becomes digital, 7 Degrees help build fresh solution for complicated business problems. 7 Degrees innovation process and professionally and culturally diverse staff create user experience, digital strategy, and technological architecture. And 7 Degrees Indonesia is also part of 7 Degrees Pty Ltd at Singapore. Second is Bank Muamalat Indonesia. It is Indonesia's first commercial bank to follow Islamic Sharia, established on November 1st, 1991, by the Indonesia Ulama Council or MUI and government. Muslim intellectuals, entrepreneurs, and the community back its 1992 founding. It became a forex bank in 1994. Current finance product use Wadia or deposit and Mudarobah or we call it profit sharing. Fund investment include buying, selling, profit sharing, and leasing. And third is PT Prima Subsea Services. Established in 2010, PT Prima Subsea Services is a maritime and offshore contractor based in Indonesia. Class approved by IBS, LR, BV, NK, and RINE, and BKI. They offer a variety of services, including but not limited to underwater surveys, ships, husbandry services, and diving and ROV support, and many more. Fourth is PT Narasi Media Pracaya. PT Narasi Media Pracaya, operating under the name of Narasi, also known as Narasi TV, is an Indonesian startup company and operating in the field of journalism and mass media. This company was founded by former RCTI, a journalist and Metro TV broadcaster, Najwa Shihab, in early 2018. This company is the production house for the talk show Mata Najwa, which began broadcasting again on the Trans 7 television network on January 10, 2018, before finally moving to a talk show broadcasting digital since 2022. And last is PT Bank CIMB Niaga Terbuka. It's a private bank subsidiary of CIMB with its head office in Jakarta, Indonesia. To support its business activity by the end of 2020, this company had 374 branch offices, 33 mobile cash offices, 44 payment points, and 4,316 ATM spread throughout Indonesia. And next slide will be explained by Alvin.
So after the interview and all the conversation that we held about five companies in various industry for the five interviewees, we try to conclude some of the current issues faced in the average. So all the companies face several data security difficulties due to the changing nature of cyber threats and expanding complexity of IT environments. Companies often encounter data security challenges are the first is the cybersecurity threats and data breaches. The second is insider and or internal threats, and the third is technological complexity. Next slide, please. So in the cybersecurity threats and data breaches, companies frequently struggle with the several type of malware, such as trojans, ransomware, and viruses, which can jeopardize the availability and integrity of the data. Phishing is also one of the main issues. Phishing is a type of social engineering assault that can fool employees into disclosing private information, sometimes resulting in data breaches. So Mrs. Marjuki, the head of IT bank in Bank Muamalat, stated that every day, 24/7, there are always more or less 10 to 100 thousands of cyber attacks that can lead to data breaches. But those that may be directly dangerous or to the company can still be counted on the daily basis. So there was a system in the Bank in Muamalat that Mr. Marjuki explained it about the threshold system. So every attempts to breaches need to be exceed the threshold in the Bank Muamal system. Next slide, please. So and also the insider or the internal threats is the PT Narasi Media Pracaya cases. So it's maybe intentional or unintentional actions. So in this case, that employees may intentionally take steps that threaten data security or in certain situation deliberately carry out malicious activities. So PT Narasi Media Pracaya is one example that experienced this kind of case that insider threats because of the intentional or unintentional actions from the employees itself. Next slide, please. So the technological complexity is also one of the things that need to be considered in this era. So adoption of emerging technologies such as artificial intelligence or AI and Internet of Things or IoT devices can add complexity, making it difficult to successfully safeguard diverse and interconnected systems. So in response to these disadvantages in fast-moving technologies, few companies cooperate with the third parties to assist in the company's data security and environment. In this case, we see a lot of companies is already make an agreement and cooperate with the IT consultants such as 7 Degrees. Next slide, please. So the company efforts will be explained by Tristan.
Okay, there are companies' effort on data security. It is crucial in the digital age to secure customer data, trust, regulation, and company data. The five companies improve data security in this ways. First, encryption, authorization, and authentication. Second is limited access control. Third is scheduled audit, review, and monitoring. Four is data backup and recovery plan. Fifth is local network security. Six, third-party assistance. Okay, first is encryption, authorization, and authentication. Application of encryption methods to protect data when it rests and it in transit. This prevent unauthorized data decryption without the keys. Before authorization, a user must identify their identities. This usually requires a login and password or multi-factor authentication in secure system. Authorization, also known as an access control, determine what user, system, or process can do in a competing environment. It involves establishing and implementing rules to restrict information and asset access by user identification and rights, which is this type of data security method is using by Bank Muamalat, Bank uh, OCBC, and also with PT Narasi Media Tama. Okay, for the limited access control, limit resource and information to those who need them. So their techniques safeguard confidential information, inhibits unauthorized use or disclosure, and limits user to all relevant material. Insider threats, illegitimate access, and data breach can be considerably reduced with limited access control. A comprehensive data security policy needs it. So, when we interview the fifth company, they are using this method to limit access control inside and outside the company. Third is scheduled audit, review and monitoring, regular security audits and evaluation, identify firm system vulnerabilities. Conducting routine testing assists in mitigating possible dangers prior to their exploitation. Updating operating system, apps, and software with the most recent security patch. Frequent updates assist in addressing known vulnerabilities and provide defense against possible attacks. For the audit itself, every company doing this, and they have a different scheduled audit. Like for the companies is per quarter, and other company per semester, or even for the last year. For this data backup and recovery plan, any business data security strategy must include backup and recovery. It involves generating copies of essential data and setting up recovery methods in case of loss or security breach. Data backup and recovery plans secure sensitive data, provide business continuity, and mitigate the effect of data loss or security incidents. And all encompassing data security plans require it. For data backup and recovery plan, sorry, uh, what it's called? PT Prima Subsea Services is using cloud service backup, which is they cooperate with Google. And last is local network security. A comprehensive data security strategy requires limited local network security. It helps to safeguard sensitive data throughout the company by addressing both external and internal risks and facilitating secure communication. Putting in place a multi-layered strategy involving network security measure is crucial and for reducing risk and preserving the availability, confidentiality, and integrity of company information. So for local network security, the five company is using also using this method to secure their data. Last is third-party assistance, easy way to enhance companies' data security by providing specialist experts. Specialist expertise, resource, and perspective from outside can improve data security. Business threatening cyber threat defense outside expert can help firm improve security, address issue, and adapt to shifting threats. Business like Bank Muhammad and Bank CIMB Niaga need third party to support for OJK industrial regulation. So they need third party to enhance company data security because, like Alvin said before, actually will be explained by Alvin.
So after all of this conclusion and the kind of introduction, we try to the try with the last things is the evaluation and future potential challenges. So the maintaining an effective and active safety protocol in the workplace involves evaluating and anticipating potential future data security challenges. When evaluating and predicting potential challenges with company data security, there are several important factors that we can learn. The first is evaluation challenges, the security program effectiveness, the quick response capability, and the third-party risk management is also one of the third of the three of the key takeaways that we can take. The future potential challenges, maybe the three that we can see in this future is the significant gain and evolution in cyber attacks potential, the deepfake and AI-driven attacks, because more and more in the future that AI can be more developed. The third and lastly is a cybersecurity workforce limitation. Examples. So our recommendation is the first is to invest in emerging technologies. So companies should stay informed about the emerging technologies and invest in those that enhance the data company's security. The second is invest in employee training and development. As we mentioned before, that there might be a limitation in cybersecurity workforce. Companies need to start invest in training and development initiative to address the limitation of workers in cybersecurity. Developing a competent and durable security team involves hiring competent employees and upskilling current employees. The third and last is the strengthen collaboration and information sharing. Collaborate cooperatively to exchange threat intelligence and best practices with government, agency, information security communities, and peers in the sector. Addressing emerging risks is made easier when there is a collective awareness. Next slide, please. So our conclusion from this report is data security isn't just a concern for tech wizard or big companies. Whether you are running a small local shop or big media giant or major bank, keeping information is the fundamental of the business. As our world become more digital, there needs to protect sensitive data that is more crucial than ever. Accept this. So that is all from us. Thank you so much.